Okay, y'all, I did not forget that I was in the middle of doing a story time about how Jesus saved me from a cult back in 2021, a South Korean cult by the name of Shincheonji. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not Asian. But anyways, you can look it up, you can Google it, whatever. But I believe where we left off at was I had started the actual class with the girl who was my accountability partner or whatever like that. So I started class, and like I said, there was a lot of like black people in the class. There was a lot of Asian people, of course. There was white people. There was all different kind of races in there, but it was just shocking to see so many African American people, which made me at the time, because I was so naive and just a baby, I thought that was a good sign. I'm like, oh, okay, like I see, older black women, like surely she knows the Lord, so this must be a good thing. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about anything. I just didn't know. I didn't know how wicked this world was at the time. I was so naive. So I went ahead and I did the class. I did not complete the class. I want to make that clear. I did not complete this thing. So the class started once again, just feeding you like stuff that you've heard before. They really want to dive into parables. That was one of their like first things they started with, the parables, trying to explain them to you and stuff like that. Now, some things still make sense. Some things I look back and I'm just like, I see where they were going with this type of stuff, because it's all trying to lead you to believing that they have a higher understanding of the Bible than what you've heard before. When it's so crazy, because through it all, when I would learn stuff, and the way they would kind of like give this idea of like this is being open to you, me and the knowledge I did have, I was just like, okay, but the Bible is open to everyone, so why are they acting like it's like some type of thing that's like only for them, that they've been able to decode or something like that? Like, it just kind of was getting weird. I would have these off and on thoughts like, this is weird, but you just get so blinded by them just kind of being on you with like the accountability, the schedule, because they basically got you on a schedule now. They got you an accountability partner. It's like you get so busy with the things, it's hard to think. And like I said before, I believe that this was a part of my testimony, so it all had to happen. So however I was blinded, it had to be that way. So some things just did not add up, because it just had to go down like this to get me to where I am now. So it was just like, I did the class and they were teaching the parables, and I was like, oh cool, because I didn't even know what parables were. Like, I wasn't that deep into like studying my Bible back then, so I was just like, oh cool, or whatever like that. It wasn't until, I'm gonna end it right here, it wasn't until they started trying to introduce this new John, someone like Apostle John. It was going to be this new John that comes in at the end of age and reveals things. I don't even, oh y'all, okay, I'm gonna go back and like try to remember really what this was, because it was supposed to be like this new John that has this new revelation, and it's supposed to be like this second Jesus or something like that. So it wasn't until they started trying to like bring this idea in that I was like, hold on, because my grandfather, my papa, was a pastor, and yeah, I might have been young and falling asleep in church back in the day, but some things are just like, I ain't never heard this. Like, this is crazy. But like I said, you're so like just in the routine, the routine that they know they got you in a routine. So like you get so caught up in a routine that you are thinking these things like, but you're also just in the routine. You're just following. Like, a lot of times, like, my mind would think and I would ask, and they would have a way of answering, and I would be like, okay. And it would just be like, my mind would just be like, well, let's just continue going, because we're just, happy to be in a routine of studying our Bible. So I'm gonna think more about what it was. I want to get more detail with it, because I do want to help people who might be caught up in that, to see where the errors are, because oh my goodness, it was not until this point that I started to realize like this is different from what I've ever heard. And I'm pretty sure my papa would have mentioned this, okay, because he was a darn good pastor, man of God. So yeah.